This is a small update about where I've been doing my own thing. I'm not going to be asking for a co-dependent-hand. And if you get rid of evend, if you get rid of evend, you don't have even, okay? You have evain. Everything vain, V-I-A-N hyphen T, vaint. Even ain't, even vain ain't, thievend, again, okay? Because none of you are Jesus, okay? And you only pretend. You would have, but clearly you wouldn't because you didn't feed the muse, okay? Or didn't see the necessity, okay? And then in your fitful stupidity, you think I'm to blame for not being nice to toy you, again, okay? Thief end. So let's see. No, not asking for a codependent hand. Why? Because I'm not going to choose you to value you, okay? You are. There's a problem, I think, honestly, the men's lack of emotions, where they need the woman's emotions. They may have the predominant dominating frame in the Theban marketplace with the law, hyphen T, the lot and the law, we wet, toft, hyphen, for the people under God, under the he hyphen ego God, where their God is always in the red, and everyone gets to be equal red characters in a red container. Okay, again, defend. Okay, all existing on the honorable van that you would have, but you know your Jesus has a counterpart, and clearly you wouldn't. You wouldn't support the value, E-W-E-I-D, to do with you, E-W-E-I-D. Okay, the feast, the oath, and follow through. Follow Tao, through, and true. Let's see, clearly you wouldn't, and you're not really, it's not within you to engineer this because you want to. Okay, that's why I did it. All right, clearly, my motive, my actions are self-evident, as are yours. Okay, to always be read. That again, defend. I'm not going to ask for a codependent hand. It is your right to choose to love you. Okay, so we have the men's frame hovering as the strength to frame women, you know, to romance them and take care of them and get them into bed. Okay, basically on the frame of man's bread. Okay, with the law hyphen T for the people under the hyphen ego God that's always in the red, with the couple that's in the red as well, and equally as well. You're on the same dole, soul and dole, to Tao with war, okay, to restore your air, but, you know, I can speak for Jesus. You're not supporting do with you, okay? Your Jesus would never tower to tower here or were not through you, not through your means to keep basking and tasking. Are you screwer redoer red to jewer red too? Two with red words? Two people that are in the red having a conversation that they would have perpetually? what I think is happening is a collusion of shame and embarrassment, because clearly you as men never loved yourself, okay? You never loved yourself. So you're making up for either you pitying yourself, you pitying the woman you love in the red, she pitying you, and pitying everyone else, okay? But I'm thinking in this scenario where I feel Rich requires emotions to come forward, and he's going to get that from women. Well, he's got two women that are kind of like, you know what? You made us both stand on our own with no arrows, so you need to do the same and bring your own love, okay? Again, I'm not asking for a codependent hand. It is not, nor should I. You choose to love yourself, okay? To Tao and Bow, Towel, Bowweld, L over L, H, D, TB, trial balance, if you will, tuberculosis, if you will not, KN hyphen OT, overtime, thief end, okay? Pick your virus, rusted stead, dead again, okay? Metal corrodes, different metals corrode when they're put next to each other. Thus, when you have jewelry, you've got those nice little compartments to separate them so they don't get like tainted, okay? Rust the stead, you know? What else? Yeah, it's not my choice to choose for you to love you. I've already chosen. I love myself, okay? And updates is I need to wear my face of value, okay? Not yours that didn't give it. Sustainably, okay? So let's put disgruntlement where it is. You shifted, okay, and sifted, okay? Each foot, thief end, and I didn't, okay? And when we set that aside, I'm working on a new opportunity, an invitation, and I might be connecting with you personally, or I might put it on Twitter or something. I might update the website too, because I've got several more pages of notes, etc. Experience that I've been pursuing for anyone that wants to chew well. What else? Yeah, it's really not on me to choose. Choose for you to value. EWEID. You need to decide for yourself. I'm going to be real. RHEALLTHD. Or I'm going to be a dumpy. Dump and hump and chump and cump and hump and jump, dump, thief end, okay, and blame, okay, preposterously that you would have. I'm kind of getting the indication that, look, I need to find a new crew because I kind of feel the people around me are grossly idiotic, okay? I'm not going to lead your value. To ask me or want me to do that is to want a nice tyrant that you can control by your toy emotions that you deserve value. EWEID. Okay? woe is me. I'm not that stupid yet, okay? And honestly, with the work behind me that anyone could see, I don't think I will be, okay? The other thing is, you don't get to steal my value, okay? Which I know you have been doing. This has been my time working against time, and you can see that when I make time working against time, it costs me, okay? And you can also see that when I take my value out in the world, it costs me for no reason thiefend, okay? So twicely, I'm denied having income for producing the value for people to see and then being the value, okay? So you're going to get a chance to make it right with me, or you will never have this chance again. And I'm fine with that. However, here's the option. If you think, and if I get the whiff that you think that you're winning, well then you give me nothing to do but complain on you, because you gave me no honest value or virtue of sustainability through you that would dude, okay? So understand, the disgruntlement before I ever meet you is fair air, okay? And fair, A-R-E. Because you wouldn't repair, given time. Giving me wearing my face and not yours that actually sends the time, then pretends you're nice, okay? I wear my disgruntlement of just, fuck, I know what I'm fucking getting into. But I'll see if I can't muster my best self and just do the job, get in and get out. Lo and behold, that's not good enough for you, is it? You gotta kike me because you saw me being happy and self-sufficiently without you, which is just TB rig height, okay? Because you sending time are not nice, and you're acting where I'm not, okay? After I release what I really think and feel, and then I bread my head on that, okay? And go and meet and greet people, okay? With the hope and the desire that they really look within and without, okay? To know what they're getting into and not short shift me for being present, prescient client all the goddamn time, okay? You toy, yank and wank your emotions. Well, he did it, he did it. I win because you stole the contract and contact, okay? You stupid bitch. B hyphen P hyphen bitch and pitch it and baptize it. Chit hyphen I hyphen T, okay? Height, all right? Your niceness for no reason thiefend is a tyrant that compels people to want to pay attention to you when you'd only screw them. Hovert, okay? The hoe and hovered red dead again, okay? Like a stalker, okay? And a predator, okay? Put your hyphens in that. Pre hyphen D hyphen H hyphen. Hat the hate, okay? Tease asked, you know, to rebate and masturbate. If you intend to stand for value, you need to stand for yourself in the value. EWEID, okay? Where you get your honest job and follow through. The man hyphen D, like, I don't know, I have some bookmarks and I was putting them on some cars in a parking lot, and this man got out. He didn't even look at him. He's just like, you know, there's a city ordinance and it cost you $50. And I'm kind of like, yeah, who told you that? An addict? Okay? Two dudes again, right? You don't even look in front of your fucking goddamn face, okay? And you put me in the wrong. But you were never right, okay? Didn't say that, but what I did is went, oh, I didn't know, and then just kept putting the signs on the cars, okay? I don't know. Does that suit you better? Okay? Because you're really not teaching me either by honestly relating ever. Okay? You know? I'm following the law. Yeah, I know you're an -t, defend. I get it. Okay? I've got it for quite a while. Okay? What I can expect out of you. And you think it's rational. It's stereotypically made up to bask are you screwed and screw a redoer, hand job chewer, okay, and gogooer, okay, who begat, hyphenated, to pack reason with treason and a gun instead of packing even, okay, nod. You can nod independently on my framework and fretwork that you agreed the head, AGRHEAD, dead again. Am I being funny or chummy? Basically, I'm also highlighting with parallax what's already at play malfeasantly, okay? You say no, it's D hyphen O hyphen N hyphen T hyphen. Do ought overtime on don't, and do not, donut. Do it on the nut and the penis, the penis, the peanut. The PEN hyphen I hyphen I PEN hyphen I hyphen S hyphen T, the knit, the lice egg from dead ass sliced. Okay? You sliced it, shiv-shived, HIV, hyphenated, from the hive, because all you bespoken ends aren't really doing an honest job. Heathen head, okay, when you send Tao with war, okay? And you exist on the same dole, okay? So the air can't come through you, HEIR, and you're not do with you, EWEID, and by all intents and purposes, you won't allow EWEID, the graceful parallax, to exist among you. Now, will you? Okay? Experience shows. You only give this kind of fucking buck, okay? With what the fuck? That's hyphenated, okay? So you can pretend that you are a value to value. It's a malicious tourney with no honest tend or end, okay? You sought and taught the ag, okay, that your malfeasance was necessary, all right? There's no departure of a friend here or there that you ever made fair, okay? Fair the R, A-R-E, fair the air, A-I-R-E, and R-H-E-A-D squared, and queried at the same place, okay? In the same time, on the same tin, time, and line, okay? Even dined in the hind. So there's no need to get nostalgic about something you never made, okay? To assay, all right? Assayed, you know? With identity that's sustainable. I can't forecast romance, okay? And at this point, I wouldn't think of doing it. You need sustainability for yourself, and you need to be yourself. You need to love yourself, and you need to be your desire before you can offer that value to anyone else, okay, and get it back. So, this is just the beginning. Either you bite or it goes nowhere, because I'm not going to be shoveling your shit around anymore for my amusement. And another thing is that what I've recognized is I need to wear my face, okay? Not dipshits everywhere I look, okay? And what would help is not seeing your art, R hyphen, sorry, A hyphen RT hyphen, all right? And you can help me not see that in terms of having our own viable platform. Let's see, what else am I thinking on? Maybe I won't talk about that yet. One of the things that's been happening, one of the things that has been happening is I don't understand people's conversations. What I mean is I'm left perplexed as to why. Why are you telling me this? And I'm just sitting there like, I really want to go, but I'm going to be polite. But still waiting for, what is this about? What does it have to do with me? Oh my God, you know, you never stop. You're a windbag. And you don't even notice I'm like holding my breath. I really want to leave because I don't get it. I don't get it. And one of the things I'd like to do is remove this smarmy emotion and mental content that's doesn't mean any yet thing. Tin, hind, and hinge. Okay? So I've had an influx of that lately, and I'm kind of like, oh my God, that makes me not like myself. Being a poster child for, we see you, we're just gonna like, and I'm like, uh-oh, shoot, that happened almost everywhere I went today. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this. So, wearing my own face, marketing it, and getting out of my comfort zone to meet with you one-on-one, okay? So we start realizing our goals together. I wouldn't consider this sexual, okay? And I want to suggest fantasizing because there's a lot of work to do. Just being realistic, okay? I'm not asking for a hand that's codependent. You get to love yourself and you get to make that choice as it should be, okay? As an adult that knows better, okay? I'm not here to wipe your ass, okay? and I'm tired of being put in this position where I do the work and then all you jolly whatever, what the fucks, think that it's your value then, okay? So I would like the honest, conscientious, capable people to come forward and let's start divesting from the bullshit. The bully dish I it, okay? Hyphenated. You know? For what it's worth, I haven't paid taxes for I paid 1 year, okay? I was making tarps the size of industrial sized buildings. I was sewing them, and the space that of all that material about took up the size of this room, and I did it outside under an elm tree. I think it's an elm tree because elm bugs would fall on me. And I did it from 6 till 10 in the morning because then it got too hot. And I got a lot of muscle because I had to just pull that fabric and sew it, and the elm bugs fell on me, and I squished them. I kept one pair of shorts because they were stained from sitting on elm bugs and squishing elm bugs and having elm bug juice under my fingertips, but I earned $400 a day doing that for a couple of months. It was for a PVC pipe company. Sunlight deteriorates PVC, and rather than building a building, I constructed shade tarp the size of an industrial building. That was the 1 year I paid taxes. I've since got more savvy, and in terms of if I'm going to speak my mind, I know there's going to be waterers with haters, okay, with the hat of hate, who are going to be upset at me. So it serves me well not to have any money, because you're not going to get any from me because you didn't give me any for my value. Okay, so that helps. That helps in terms of someone thinking like, well, I'm going to take you to court. I'm like, great. You could have my dirty sneakers if you like, okay? Because there's not a whole lot. There's not a whole lot of monetary value you're going to get from me because you didn't give me any value sustainably, okay? So yeah, damn right. I know my positioning and I know my value. Being very close to the ground in terms of my finances, and like, bullshit, you're not going to get anything from me. You didn't give me, okay? And so, yeah, I am going to lasso my truth right on you, okay? As much as you need it, okay? And as much as I need it too, to continue to tread and bread my value with my head. And have it be seen as my value. B-E-E, not B-S. Be seen as my value to value, and that you didn't do. You, okay? The law is a crime of spirit. The law we wet taught the thought, okay, is a crime of spirit, and I'm taking my value back, okay? And if it means that you get to wear it and show people what not to do as a value to me and to everyone else, that is your choice, okay? And if you want to value with me, by being the value, E-W-E-I-D, that is also your choice, okay? Briefly, Canada was wonderful. I think I would like to live in Canada. I got lost, or I thought I got lost. I couldn't find the dentist with the address. So I saw a grocery store. I went there, and there was a man I parked next to who was putting groceries in the back of his car, and I thought, I'll talk to him before he drives off. That way I don't have to go in the store, because I don't know. I mean, I think it's a grocery store, but they speak French there, and I don't speak French. So I got out of my car, I had my iPhone, I had the address on it, and I asked him, do you know where this is? And he spoke to me in French, but then he asked to see my phone, so I showed him, and he took me and he walked with me. We walked down the street about a block and a half, and I thought, wow, okay. And then he pointed out there's a clinique dentaire, and I don't know if I'm saying that right, in French, and yet it wasn't the right street. So I think it was Sala or something, and I was looking for Frontenac and in Lac-Mégantic, and which is just about an hour beyond Carabasset Valley, Sugarloaf ski area. And so we got in his car, and he said to follow him. And I followed him, and he drove the same route I did. We couldn't find the address. And then he stopped, and then he asked someone else. And, then we drove again. He stood right where it would be, and he just went, he went like this, like, should be here. And I'm like, I did the same thing, you know? Well, apparently in 2013, there was a tragedy that involved, if I remember, a big explosion, and I think it was train oil explosion. Anyway, that area has been rebuilt, okay? And the dentist had moved, and I didn't get the address, but I was so impressed with, I simply had a question, and with no hesitation, he helped me as best he could, okay? Took me out of his way for me to service my question, and I was touched because, for all he knows, I'm an entitled, stupid American. Okay, he didn't have to help me, and he didn't have to help me to that degree, but it was very nice, and I noticed it. Let's see, update, x-rays and exam in Massachusetts is $250. I experienced a tooth sensitivity up here, and they decided that the metal one should get a crown, but they want $1,700 for it. In Canada, x-ray and exam is $82, and they found an abscess down here. And what I'm gathering is your nasal nerves on your face gives referral pain. So it's actually the abscess they believe is from a dead tooth that is directly under the root canal. The last one on my teeth, it looks like number 1, but it's actually number 2. So this tooth is number 31, has an abscess that doesn't show up on an x-ray. They just did a very thorough job looking at my mouth, okay? And so let's see. I've been expecting it. It's like, oh great, yeah, it looks like it's filling up with pus. Super nice. And what else? It's starting to throb. This dead tooth isn't throbbing. It's throbbing up here in the one with the root canal that doesn't have a nerve, so I shouldn't be feeling it. Okay, it's so weird. Anyway, tomorrow I go see a dentist in Lewiston about that can do a root canal. And what else? When I was in Canada, they pointed out 2 fillings on the other side that need to be taken care of this year because part of them are gone. And I'm like, oh, I think I recalled chewing that little piece of metal that I see not in that x-ray. I think I recalled chewing that the other day. So it seems to me that crowns in Canada are half price. So basically, if I go to Canada, which is about 3.5 hours, although I allow 4, from Portland, and I can do that on about a tank and a half of gas. So we're looking at around $35 round trip, and it's an awesome trip. It goes through Rangeley, Eustis, the Blue Ridge Mountains, and it's actually pretty fun. It's pretty fun when, especially if you have the road to yourself. You have to be careful because it winds, but it's kind of fun to go kind of fast. But you have to be careful. I mean, you have to be alert, because there's deer and there's moose, and but it's fun. It's fun. It's very decompressing. Except that I got lost on the way back because my GPS fell into a dead zone, and I think I was on my way to New Hampshire. But I passed. I had to stop at a flagger, and as soon as I passed them, I stopped and I got out. And I'm like, and they're kind of like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Hey," I'm like, "my GPS is not working here." And they're like, "Yeah, you're in a dead zone. You need to go back to 17, Route 17, and go through J to Auburn." And I'm like, and the flagger, she looked familiar to me because I used to be a flagger. This is what you do. Red car Toyota coming through, followed by blue Prius. And you're turning the sign. Stop, slow. Every once in a while, I like have to like drop it. Like, dude, you didn't see me, did you? And you still don't see me, but you're gonna get a dent as a memento. Oops. You have to bring your own game when you're just doing this. Anyway, I thought I recognized her and I gave her a sideway hug, like, thank you. I recognize her voice, okay? You have the walkie-talkie too. I don't know if she recognized me, but she seemed familiar. What else? I wanted to debunk the myth that that I'm being penalized to have income among the inconceivable greedy and lustful, okay, that would doer and jewer, okay, and keep it hyphenated. I don't usually earn income to pay taxes. One year I did, okay, a long time ago. It's not that I don't think I deserve value. It's just that I've got a lot of experience under the belt to know not to believe in you, okay? You know, that you have my back, you have my front, you let my value shine and just be because I deserve it. I thought it through, even to do with you, okay? And yeah, no, it's, I understand, people get depressed. Well, I understand the modality of why, okay? And where other people may just feel a funk and not know why, or may not know why they don't have a lot of motivation or purpose or anything, okay? Except to get my number, okay? It's amazing how people come out of the woodworks to work against me from just being, okay? As their resolute stalwart motivation. Because they can't lead, okay? And they don't love themselves, all right? Otherwise, they come up with a different approach to being around me and working with me, okay? I mean, seriously, I have to create those opportunities too. You can't do it yourself. Can't come up with a different way. Let me see, I'll kike from the back. I'll push hammers from the front. Oh, she needs to do that. I'll lay a trap for her to walk right into. Okay. Long ago, when I was an athlete in high school, and I came out of nowhere my first year on the track team, where I was in volleyball and we had to run 16 laps around the gym, and a girl in track said, "You should go out for track." And I said, "What is track?" And the first year I went out for it, I qualified for state, and I had the state record for over 20 years in the 800 meters, and I did it by myself. I had no one to run with me, okay? And I had that record. I didn't just beat the next person in front of me. I'm like, gun went off. I'm like, let's see what I can do. Woo, woo, woo. I was almost not half, but a quarter of the track ahead of them by the time I got the finish line. You know, someone else is coming off the top of the corner. So that state record was mine for 20 years, and I think my 1,500 meter or mile, I think I had that for a few years longer. The 800 meters was finally broke by two women battling each other, okay? They had to push each other to get there. When I ran cross country, so pretty fast, I became, not knowing what track is, I became a known runner from other athletes, meaning they wanted my number. They wanted to beat me. But what I realized is, say, I remember we had a cross-country race, and we were going against, I remember the girls from Reed High School wearing blue and yellow, and I was from Reno High, Huskies, wearing blue and red and blue. And I remember how the sun was, and you had the Reed girls in front, and they would watch where they were in front. They'd watch where my shadow was and move to keep blocking me. And I'm kind of like, I see what you're doing, and it seems like a total distraction of sideways energy when you could live for your own value and use that energy to go for reward, okay, for what you want. But what you want is to block me. And what I know is you wanting my number does not yield the results in follow through, okay? Because if I don't show up, you have nothing to chase, okay? And hang your goal and motivation on, okay? So pretty early, I recognize that as, what are you doing? Don't you have your own race? Don't you have your own motive? Don't you have your own zeitgeist, spirit of the times that you want to attend to? Rather than, let's see how I can be petty and calculating and keep you from passing me. And I'm kind of like, you know what? When I'm tired of playing with you, what I'm going to do is just shift gears and go past you, okay? And leave you in the whatever, what the fuck you're doing back there, because I don't care, okay? I'll hang out, I'll see what you're doing, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm done, okay? Bye, okay? You're never gonna win because you're a jackass to begin with, okay? You're only concerned with, we can work together and calculate and manipulate and be petty with our direction to the side, but never have your own desire for your own self-fulfillment, okay? Go for your personal best. I'm not here to stop you, okay? I just don't understand some people all my fucking life. Seriously. I would really like to work with people that understand value to value, that prize and prioritize their good energy so they can allow others to operate in the same field, okay? All right? They understand purpose and necessity and championing value, okay? Again, why would I don't want a codependent hand, and so you're going to work with me one on one to get your job through true and through. EID, EWEID. You need to stand on your own and not think about others. Okay, you're not providing them any value by being with them. Okay, you never were. You're a sham to lead that value to Dude and Jude, okay? And doer redoer, okay? You're a sham, all right? And you're dishonest. You're dishonest in your niceness and offering that, thinking that you got it tough. You got it through the value of your me one eye and through attaining richness through your contribution. Star. Star with 2 R's lives across from me. He's a nice guy. He may be coming in, and we might be shooting the shit if he comes in, because that's what we do. I'm watching. I've had some anxiety about my teeth, affording it also, knowing that it's not just crown on a cavity that was filled with a hot cross bun looking metal, which was probably going to need to be addressed at some point. But it's an abscess. It's a root canal. Seriously, I take really good care of my teeth. So I brush, I floss, I got electric toothbrush now, and hydrogen mouthwash with aloe. I totally didn't expect this. Anyway, I don't like being cognizant of the abscess now. In fact, whenever I do brush my teeth and I look in there, I'm like, ew, what's that? That's gross. But thankfully, it's pus filled, but it hasn't popped in my mouth. Because that would lend a whole nother level of grossness that I don't really want to experience. So I've kind of seen my way through the anxiety and decided that I would like a root canal. Let's get this going. Let's get this, thing taken care of. Since it's there, for whatever reason, or not, I've tried to see through the meta a little bit, because I certainly didn't plan to have a fibroid larger than my uterus, to have to remove my uterus either, and bleed out until I'm anemic, okay, until that finally happens. Didn't anticipate that for a person who lives healthy by the book. I'm kind of like, I don't even fucking party. Why is this happening? uh, the bottom tooth referral to top, and bottom tooth in my bottom tooth 31 in my head, in my mouth, it's dead, okay, and it needs a root canal, and it's transferring pain up to the top tooth, which doesn't have a nerve, okay, and I think the meta is well, I think it's a meta for our life and spirituality, the bottom to the top, the bottom to the top, Abscess, it's on the side. Pus. Pus-filled pocket. I don't think it's your charity. I think it's my charity that has no grace among you. I didn't get that on the video. So I said it would be nice to work with people one-on-one that understand my value needs to be made sustainable so that I can make your value sustainable. Otherwise, I don't want to do anything with you, okay? I don't want to have to, all right? And that would be utter butter grace, okay? Just be like, divest. I'm leaving you, okay? And you're not holding me in this position to have me do your work and then you fraudulently think that you contributed to me as a value, okay? That I would value. I don't value doing your work with no sustainability and no freedom and access to relate to other people that believe in my value, okay? To be present, I don't want to work with emotional sycophants, and in this position, that's all I get to do, okay? Okay? And it's not nice for my desire to have to always be pulling your weight because you never made the choice for yourself, for the want to fit. Through and true, do with you. I get the indication that some people think this is competition. Look, currently I'm not competing with anyone, okay, to be myself, right? And to do with you. And as far as I'm concerned, I never have been. I've been put out of my way to receive my value, I believe unjustly, waiting for you to grow up. You are not PF. Peven even, or fee even, okay? You can be P vain, V-A-I-N, and fee vain, okay? But you're not peven and fee even, okay? You're not peeved even, all right? Because you didn't do this work or nor want to, okay? Nor support it, all right? I have a right as reason, as desire in life to be peeved, even, and fee even, okay? So my recourse is to understand my value and make it available to people that want to, that understand it needs to be sustained. To have that value for myself, for yourself, for myself, for yourself, and anyone else who wants to be a part of this, part of it, okay? The head and the hand had do with you. EID. that convo didn't get on tape or on, so I'm shooting a video. I don't mind shooting the shit with people. It's just when you realize, and I'm talking colloquially, it's just when you realize that's all it is and it's not going anywhere and it doesn't feed what's important to you, okay, and follow through. That you're like, ugh, I don't even want to go outside my apartment because I'm going to be stood up, duped up, okay? So she's upset she didn't get an X for the parking. I understand that's inflammatory. I understand Avesta does not value finessing those details because the tenants all set Avesta up to not care either. Okay, so it's a fend for yourself situation, and I've had to work to get mine right where I want it, and I had to go through Misfit, the person she was talking about, piece of work. She's like, I'm wondering how she's doing. I'm like, no, I'm not. Not wondering about that piece of work. Oh my God. She could work at USPS and she could call herself Rachel. Okay? Same thing. Stir the pot, mug raker, create traction, and then I win. I win by calling authority. Win with hand and twin. Okay? All hyphenated. Yep, she did that over and over again with one tenant after another, and it came to me. I'm like, buck stops here, bitch. You're swearing. I'm like, yeah. Yep, you keep that up. You keep that up, because you're not nice. She was entitled to be an art student by her parents. I'm sure they couldn't place her anywhere else to appear functional in society. And she thought art, because I had a conversation with her about art, me being self-taught, she didn't know much about art history at all, and what she thought what art was partying with drugs and drinking and lots of sex. And she didn't understand. She screwed Tom Moulton over there, owns that building and used to own that parking lot, so she'd get free parking, and then she announced it everyone here how she got free parking. She was upset that he wouldn't take her out to a restaurant for a meal, and I'm kind of like, and why, he's not having a relationship with her. I'm like, you gave dessert first, stupid. Okay. You're not really working for a value to value. Okay. What the fuck? Okay. And neither is he. Okay. Watch his girlfriends, new one every time in skimpy clothes up on the parade themselves on the roof. Okay. It's like, great. Got another fucker up there. Gets proof on the roof. Some dude finds me interesting that has some money for no reason thiefing. Great. Great. Can't wait for the next one. Okay. It would be my greatest desire to get out of this shit show. Okay? With people that it's also their greatest desire too. Okay? The wrong two people are running the shit show, okay? And they shouldn't. They don't hold value by being the value to value. EWEID. And do with you, okay? Honestly, I don't mind people venting because I don't have a life right now. I'm in a holding pattern of sorts, but part of that holding pattern is putting my dental appointments up front, okay? And